Good morning, viewers. Welcome to Global Entertainment News Breakfast Show, your daily dose of news and updates. I am your host, Bella, and joining me on the studio today is we'll be taking today's top story from Punch and Vanguard newspaper. And today's top story from Punch is Police nab two for car thief in Lagos. The Lagos State Police Command has arrested a 34-year-old man, Olayinka Bakare, and one Ude Michael, age 50, for robbing a Corolla Stallion car, laptop, and a phone in Ikorodu area of the Lagos State. The Wednesday says the suspect perpetrated the crime at about 2 a.m. the same day. According to him, operative of the Surulere Police Division, however, acted on a tip-off which led to their arrest. Well, a 50-year-old man involved in a car thief because that is something like how this age is the age that I'm actually being concerned about. Like at the age of 50, you are still a thief. That is a say that not all people that you see at the age of or you try to give respect is actually going to deserve that, because this is actually it's something of a shame for him, because if people that knows him that have already given him this respect over age or he's a senior man in the or an elderly person in the family finds out that he's involved in thief in being a thief, is like that respect is gone.
It's the way you are saying it. You know, there are so many people that this is what you do for you. I'm not disputing the fact that what is doing is right for the wrong thing, but you'll be surprised to see someone at the age of 70 still committing crime. At the age of 80, still
Wow.
committing crime.
Please.
Let's use this out of our most of our politicians. How old are they? Most of them are 60, most of them are 65, most of them are still doing corruption. So being a thief or being a
The
scammer
age
or anything,
it does not
like,
deal with
it doesn't, I don't see that I don't see the age for anything. You see someone at the age of 12 years stealing, 14 years stealing. So saying that a 15-year-old man is stealing at his age stealing, no, I don't like. But I want to congratulate the
police.
Nigerian police
Yeah.
for being able to apprehend the man. I think this happening in the US.
Yes, it's happening in Korea. I think this car theft and all that has really been common in Nigeria lately. It's not just the first person, and many more are still going to be caught up. Let's move on. Importer freight as Dangote lower petrol price again. The importer of petroleum products have lamented the repeat reduction of petrol price by Dangote Petroleum Refinery, the Punch report. Some of the importers say dealers might be compelled to sell below their cost price as consumers will only buy from where petrol is cheaper. On Wednesday, the Dangote Refinery announced a reduction in the ex-depot price of petrol by 65 naira from 890 to 825 naira per litre, effective from today, February 27. This is the second price reduction in the new year and the third one in a space of 2 months. Although the importers of the commodity has dropped, some dealers still import refined petroleum products. This was confirmed by the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority.
Yeah, I don't know if I should laugh at this or
Dangote is in for a business.
no, apart from that, I think the Nigerian government are doing everything to make this man try to see things for everybody. Because one, for that to come out and say is reducing
So 85
the export price
825
from
naira.
890 to 825. That's 5 naira. It's a good one for the masses, for people that use this fuel. That use it. It's a good one for them all. Is it now a good one for the company? Because me, I'm seeing this as a force, or as probably is doing this just to make the federal government feel it is doing the right thing. Or some people say, the Bible will say it's fair, fair. Then let me just do it for people to be happy. But it's a good one. Using the export price for it's 890 naira to 825 naira. It's a good one. Or we also plead federal government if there's any way there we can actually make things go lesser than it is. At least we can. We are the one that bringing out this food oil. We have this food oil. If we can reduce this price um 5,500 naira, just imagine the export rate to 500 naira. Do you know how happy everybody is going to be feeling? And the price of fresh reduced to back in the days where it was 65 naira. Imagine this.
Well, Dangote is actually doing his business, but I think that the NNPCL of Nigeria is still not ready to actually
No,
compare with Dangote.
won't be ready because they are where they are benefiting from, and those people that invested in petroleum, most of them are now reducing. They are now withdrawing out of petroleum now. Now they're investing their money in technology and infrastructure. Most of them have moved their money away from petroleum now. They are focused on properties. Because the rate now at which
Real estate and
real estate the rate now to even rent
the
an
AI
apartment sef.
technology that is going up. Well, let's move on. 17 arrested for plotting violent protest in Kano. No fewer than 17 suspects talk who were planning a violent protest in the metropolitan city of Kano when nabbed by the Kano State Police Command on Wednesday following credible intelligence reports. The suspect thugs were arrested by the police in collaboration with adequate sister security agencies who were deployed with adequate personnel and access to strategic location within Kano metropolis to prevent and arrest the thug. To the end, the Kano State Police Command, in a press statement issued its spokesperson, SP Abdullahi Haruna, on Wednesday, informed members of the public that adequate security measures had been put in place to prevent any potential breakdown of law and order in the state.
Me, I will see the government have come again.
Yes, the security personnel has come again.
Because I don't know how okay how did let me even ask this question. How did the police
Get to know.
get to know that these people are planning to violate?
It was they says it's an intelligent someone from, like, let me say, someone within them.
To my own opinion, I would say the police authorities are trying to label these protests as a violent one. But it's what people we are really facing in this country. I don't think a group of people will come outside, spend enough to mobilize themselves to come outside and plan a protest and they will label it as violent protest to come and destroy so many things. No, what I'm saying is probably uh, another set of people that try to make it feel like a violent
Violent
protest.
protest.
They've not even started the protest,
They,
violent
they've already arrested them. I know those ones, their face is not even being shown. Nobody knows about, if not the news that reported now.
those 17 are already now. They will be somewhere locked up now
They,
without
they are already being locked up. So they're going to spend the next 5 years or even more in the cell without any court order.
a protest is not started. They've not even created the violence yet. Then you are suspecting them of violent protest and you are arresting
Oh
them.
my God, please. Our government and security agency will now cease to surprise us in each and every one. Well, let's move on. Two policemen killed, four arrested in Plateau crash. A daring confrontation between the police and kidnappers in Plateau State has resulted in the death of two police officers and the arrest of four suspected kidnappers. The spokesperson for the Plateau State Police Command, DSP Alabo Alfred, confirmed the development in a statement on Wednesday. According to him, the incident occurred along Little Redfield Road in Jos, where the kidnappers had attempted to abduct their victim. He says the deceased police officer identified as Fatoyo Yemi and Inspector Dapo Dashid, were part of a special team deployed from Abuja to assist in the fight against kidnapping in the state. Oh, it's such a tragic ending.
It's a sad one. My condolences to the family of officer
Inspector.
that lost their life. But well, I don't really have much to say about it, but I'll say the police we need to keep on providing that kind of security. It's a very good one for the police. We need to apprehend those suspected kidnappers. But we pray that this kind of thing keep happening the way the police did their job brilliantly before. Unfortunately, two people lost their life. But if it keeps happening like this, the rate of kidnapping is coming.
Well, the thing about security agencies, be it military, be it police, be it DSS, I think their life is already on the line to protect the citizen of Nigeria. So it's just a sad one that it has to be like this because I feel like if the government were able to actually provide them a good arm and a good equipment to actually protect them, few, little to this will not be happening. Well, let's move on. USAID donated drugs found in Lagos Abia Market, NAFDAC. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control on Wednesday says it seized 87 truckload of banned, expired, and substandard medical products, including USAID and UNFPA donated controversial drugs, male and female condoms, among others. NAFDAC Director General Prof. Mojisola Adeyeye, who revealed this on Wednesday, added that counterfeit were after her life and those of her workers. Adeyeye, who briefed State House correspondent at the presidential villa in Abuja, says, I told you about the attempt murder about 6 months ago. One of our murder about staff member in Kano had his child kidnapped because he was doing his job. Fortunately, the child escaped. Wow.
Wait, I didn't want to tell you that the drugs
They found is a counterfeit.
donated in found in Lagos.
It's counterfeit.
But this is really alarming. The rate at which fake drugs are being
Are circulating.
circulating in Nigeria around the country is really alarming. We don't know the state from we don't know the
The original.
and we must find out when we fall victim to this kind of when we fall victim to sickness and how many of us even have time to check expiring have that number of drugs before we use them? We just need to keep praying that we don't fall into that. Just imagine taking an expired drugs. You are praying to get healed and you take expired drugs and the case is even worse.
It gets worse.
You see a situation whereby a particular job is prescribed for a particular patient and you go to get that kind of job and you find that the person from worse from bad go from bad to worse. Then we ask ourselves what is really probably the person not taking medication properly. And at that time we are not even know this
Is it counterfeit or
fake
not?
job or something.
Yeah.
We need to watch it.
We really need to be watchful in this country because I feel like everything is actually going wrong in this country right now. Be it medical uh, health sector that we are trying to prevent ourselves from the certain things and then we are not knowing that we are actually causing another problem to ourselves. Well, today's top three from Vanguard. 5 perished, 20 missing as boats collided in Delta. The Delta State Police Command has confirmed a boat mishap on the river in Warri South local government area of the state, claimed 5 passengers who drowned in the incident. The state police spokesperson, Mr. Bright Adafe, added that 6 were found and hospitalized. The incident, which involved boats ferrying passengers who were returning from a burial ceremony, it was learned occurred on Monday evening. Eyewitnesses attribute the fatal crash to poor visibility adding that most of the passengers were not wearing life jackets at the time of the incident. Well, this is what we are talking about protection. Like no matter how you feel like you have gone through this road over and over again, you don't need to be cautious of it. We need to protect ourselves at every single time. You don't have to feel like you are on top of the world or death cannot call you home.
So apart from that, you see, when we say most people here is that they are too in a hurry to do things. You are boarding with boots and they tell you there's no life jacket and you still insist.
You still
You know,
insist to
even though
enter.
they don't tell you, so you should know that this thing is what you need at that particular moment. So people believe I can swim. Probably I know they fear water.
Out
That
of
kind of thing.
100% of Nigerians, let me say 80% of us don't know how to swim.
If the government has to put blames on those people driving, they should also blame the people that board them with also. Now that they are probably
They are drowned,
five that died,
died.
if they were to
20 is missing
if they were to even be alive, I will even impose a fine on
on
those
them.
people when they wake up from their sleep. I will impose a fine on them because they are meant to be on life jacket.
They are meant to protect
Or
themselves.
protect themselves for God's sake. Don't expect. You can't tell me. Probably I want to board the boat now. You are telling me there's no life jacket or the life jacket is having issues. I can't
It
tie.
has hole. You can't actually button it up, and then it still feels like let I leave it like that.
No.
No. Well, let's move on. U.S. to remove transgender soldiers from military. The United States will remove transgender troops from the military unless they obtain waivers on a case-by-case basis. The Pentagon says in a Wednesday memo. The memo became public as part of a court filing in a case challenging President Donald Trump late January executive order that was aimed at barring military service by transgender personnel. This Trump may be considered for waivers on case-by-case bias provided by a compelling government interest in retaining the service member that directly supports war-fighting capabilities, it says. Well,
Yeah, yeah, that's so good. So
another dimension entirely from Donald Trump this time around. He has always kicked against the transgender and all that's even the LGBT and all that he never wanted them and then it's not from God. That the only gender that he recognizes is just the male and the female gender. And now, yes, he's right on whatever actions he wanted
well,
to take.
it's a good to me. I think that's a good move, but you should also look at the fact that if these people need the military, what did they do? Because most of them, with the experience they have in the military, if they take their experience to the public, I tell you, most of them can become criminals. Most of them might live there very angry and they chase me out of my work. What would I do? Most of them can go into kidnapping. They can also form their own agencies when they do criminal things. But what government US and mature these people like that, okay, if you are laying these people off, probably push them somewhere in that. If they're not going to be free of, if it's for them to probably work under the military or something like probably like a or how do they call it? Probably a non staff or something that helps them carry arms and everything. At least they should have fix them. If you are laying them off, look for them to fix them. This people, it's not easy for them to just wake up one morning and say, okay, they want to change. If the ones that are lesbian can wake up one morning and say, okay, I want to, I can just change my gender overnight. It will take them time.
It will take them time.
Something they are used to already. Something you are used to. Something you are addicted to. It's very hard to exchange. You can't just wake up one morning, deal with practice and everything. If you are laying them off, look for something or where to put it. If not, you wake up one morning and then military is not it's not something US military is not something the kind of experience these people have. If they apply it outside, I tell you, so many people don't know.
Exactly. Well, let's move on. Extortion. Lagos government nabbed four fake transport enforcement officers. The Lagos state government has arrested four persons for posing as enforcement personnel of the Ministry of Transportation (MOT) and local government area (LGA) at Ikorodu bus stop. The officers of the Ministry of Transportation apprehended the fake revenue officers in the act on Wednesday. The state government therefore called for vigilance against individuals posting themselves as enforcement personnel and revenue officers across metropolis. The imposter apprehended by the governor's monitoring team, Shola Tosin, Azeez and Omilade Adeneri said, and Olushola Raphael were caught with fake documentation. Wow.
Is it
I've,
even possible?
yeah?
Is it even possible for
It's for if someone is going to put on a police uniform and stand on the road to actually act like a police, what do you think that is not possible in Nigeria?
uh, I don't know how far to put this case, but the way I see this, I think well, if it's possible for people to pose as a fake monitoring of tax people, I think these people, I think they are doing this for them to check the taxation that I don't I mean what's that the MOC.
Yeah.
But I think the government have done well to be able to track these people. If this way they are always doing their job, I want to speak good about them. Because me, I'm this kind of person that when you do bad, I'll take it back. You know,
Exactly. Well, I feels like a whole lot of things that needed to be curbed in Nigeria is too much. People are posing like a fake drug enforcement, fake EFCC, fake police, fake military, fake all that, like fake drugs, fake. I don't even know how to even put this, but I feel like a lot needed to be eradicated because I don't understand how Nigeria is going to be moving forward with all those people not trying to do the legal job but going into the illegal job at this moment
maybe everybody is looking for how to put food on
on
their
their
table
table. But they are being caught now.
and they spend the rest of their life in jail.
Exactly. Thank you for joining us. We have come to today's end of the show. I've been your host, Bella. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, have a blessed day. Bye.